What's your advice to men who want to be good fathers, but they
Yeah.
What's your advice to that man? You can't do it.
Alright, look. I say that to say this, right?
You already know what it is, man. This is Fred with the I Say That to Say This podcast, brought to you by M3S3. Appreciate you pulling up to check out this new episode. But listen, to help this channel grow, make sure you like, make sure you comment, and make sure you subscribe.
And don't forget, the members get exclusive content.
You already know. Hope you enjoy the show.
Yo. You already know what it is, man. It's Fred with M3S3. Men make moves, suckers stand still. This is the I Say That to Say This podcast. You might say that it looks a little different, right? Because we in New Jersey. We're in New Jersey right now. You know, when I'm on the road, I like to pull up and do a quick little session, man, depending on where I'm at, who's in the area, somebody who's special or important in that area to me. So whenever I come to Jersey, I'm rocking with my guy, Ja. A lot of y'all see him. A lot of y'all, you know, y'all seen him on the episode with Jay Moore. Y'all might have seen me on his podcast, the Part of My Opinion podcast. But this is somebody who's, you know, not only a business associate, but somebody who's really special to me as a friend. So whenever I'm in Jersey, I make sure I pull up on my guy, Ja. Ja, tell him a little bit about who you is.
I'm nobody.
He like to say that, man. This is somebody.
I'm nobody. I'm one of them people when they do the documentaries and stuff, like you hear my name, like whenever some messy shit go around, you hear my name more than anything. But when the good shit is mentioned, you don't hear me at all. I'm just always there for the messy shit. You get what I'm saying?
But you do a lot of good, like a lot of people.
Right, but they only, the messy is all my name get. You get what I'm saying? It's for and everything. So whenever the drama pop out, which is about twice a month, you get what I'm saying? My name is flooded through the whole situation, whatever though. But, you know, I do nothing at all. I'm just everywhere but do nothing.
Man, look, a lot of y'all, especially, you know, we know I got all kind of viewers, but when it comes to the battle rap culture, you know, I'm a huge supporter of the battle rap culture. In the battle rap culture, this man is one of the faces who helps push the trenches, Chrome 23, Eazy the Block Captain, all of that. He behind the scenes. A lot of things that happen, Ja's responsible for or assisting with. But, you know, he don't really like being on the camera like that. You know, I got another friend like that. Shout out my boy Q. You know, he don't like being on the camera. So guys that I see that's really out here pushing and making moves but don't want to, I like to be the one to drag them into the front of the camera like, nah, this is that nigga who do this. This is him. He need to get his flowers. You one of those guys, man.
I mean, I appreciate it. I don't like being one of them guys. Battle rap weekend is a stressful weekend. I don't like battle rap and I don't like battle rappers. Like they are the most they are the most stressful people in the world, okay?
Why?
Like, I mean, listen, anyone who's ever done an event, you've done an event. You get what I'm saying? Gotti's a battler, league owner. Eazy, battler, league owner. John, battler, league owner. Ars, battler, league owner. Hitman, battler, league owner. Any of those guys can tell you, right? I think once they step into that business realm, they see things through a different perspective. Like things that they probably did before, they tighten up once they became a league owner because now you understand the business a little more. Like, You know how frustrating it is, right? To where when you sit down, you plan, send contracts, put a card on paper, and all you have to do as a rapper is check in 24 hours before your flight, be at the airport 2 hours before your flight, board the plane, get off the plane, get to the hotel that's already paid for you, check in, show up to your face-off and your back. You know how many people can't do the things that's already aligned for you to be able to do?
And that's just normal outside of battle rap. That's just life when it comes to traveling.
Just life, but when you get into this realm, it's always something. And it's just like everybody just, I mean, yo, it's the most stressful weekend in the world. And I'm telling you, anybody who's running an event and everything, they can all feel the same. It should not be this stressful.
Who would you say is the hardest battle rapper that you had to manage when it comes to you're not a manager, I'm talking about like manage their bookings and all that kind of stuff.
Easy. you would think it'd be easy, but easy. Like, nah, I love my brother, man. But Easy's the most difficult one to deal with and everything. Cause he'll look at me, he'd be like, "Ja, I told you." And then go to the message, be like, I was supposed to tell you. But you're supposed to remind me. Like, it's somehow, some way, you still, you get what I'm saying, spinning back to it's my fault. Like, and then it's so bad because I be sitting there thinking, like, damn, was I supposed to tell him? I know I ain't wrong, but now he got me believing, like, damn, was I supposed to?
Yeah.
But easy. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's an easy one. Easy, the hardest one to deal with, though.
Why you think all this hate is going toward Eazy?
It comes with being that top. It comes with being on the top. You get what I'm saying? Like, when you're on the top, that's just what comes with it. Hove keep his nose clean for the last 25, 30 years. Why do people hate Hove? You get what I'm saying? Why is
I don't think people still hate Jay-Z. I think he's at the point in his life where people kind of the scale is a little more.
You got Dame Dash, who's 25
It's less haters now for Jay.
I mean, it's less haters here because he does so much for him and everything there. But it's just like he's also powerful enough to where the hate get drowned out by how powerful he is, right? You get what I'm saying? But you got Dame, who's 25 years still scoring, 50 bid on everybody, but he still going to his thing. You get what I'm saying with Jay? It's people out there who don't like him, and it's just like, for what? You get what I'm saying? Like, because who he used to be, maybe a business deal. Here go the ugly part of it. Business is not a attractive, you get what I'm saying, situation to be in. Being a boss of a business is not a great thing to do. You get what I'm saying? Like,
whoa. Well, why? What? Yeah, being a boss of a business is a good thing.
I mean, in theory, yes, but you have to make the hard decisions. You have to deal with everything. Take, for example, last season, season 2 just started a couple weeks ago. It's a show on Paramount called Landman, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you ever see it, Billy Bob Thornton.
Oh, yeah, Billy Bob Thornton. I haven't watched it yet.
Right, so it's like they deal with an oil company and everything. So in the first season, the guy who runs the company, Billy Bob, his name is Monty. Monty's a billionaire, right? So he's also dealing with oil. I mean, as much as his lifestyle is good, his company killed him. Like, he died at the end of the season because of the stress that you're into. When you have to sit here and deal with payroll, your company take the hits. Like, everybody still get paid when you don't. You're still obligated to pay everybody when you don't make money. You still got to go and find that money to pay everybody on payroll. You get what I'm saying? Make deals. The oil price is going up and down. You get what I'm saying? But you can't change your salary because the price is going up and down. I can lay you off or whatever, but it's a stressful job to be a boss. I tell people all the time, the least favorite thing about my job is having to let somebody go. I know you need your job. I know how hard it is to find another job. I know, like, you know what I'm saying? Yo, bills is due. The first of the month, the rent is due. You get what I'm saying?
But you're not working out.
But it's like,
Right.
it's hard from there to be able to do it. So running a business is never easy. And like I said, it's stressful as hell because in your mind, you just like, yo, if all you do is 1, 2, 3, everything would be smooth selling. But somebody's going to do 1, skip over 2 to get to 3, and now we got to go right back to 1 because you chose to skip over 2. Now I got to go back, cost more money and everything. Like I said, the ugly part of battle rap is if you sit down and you ask any league owner from the top to the bottom, everybody would tell you how much money you just throw into this off of the unprofessionalism that comes into it, right?
Oh, yeah,
You know, when a person missed their flight, but it's like, yo, if I don't get this battle, it's going to hurt my sales. So now you got to go in and spend the extra money on another flight. And now we know last minute flights cost 2, 3 more than what you paid for the original one and everything from there. So
a battle rapper missed their flight and you book them another flight. Do you take it out of their back end?
you want a political or honest answer?
I want to know what you do.
So for me, I'd say just like this, the way that I choose to conduct business and the way the business is conducted sometimes vary from a different thing. I'm the person that's like this. when battle rappers come in, say you contracted, going from the bottom, like the bottom card, get a +1. As you start going, depending on who you are, the pluses come with it. Whatever you negotiate at contract is what you get, right? So say if you're a person that you want to come in with 30 deep and you don't want to pay for them 30 people, I'm allowing all 30 to come in.
But you're gonna charge each
But
person?
deduct, you got a +2 and then you had 28 more to come in. So 28 times 50. That's $1,400.
Did you tell them that?
Yeah.
Okay, they know this ahead of
Yeah,
time.
I
If
tell
you
them
bring
from
in
there.
more than your +2, each person will be charged.
Yeah, every person is charged. I'm charging every single person, 100%. You go in there. Now the thing is, everybody gets mad, whatever, because when you go to certain leagues allow a lot of different things to happen that you may not allow to happen over there. So like a lot of times people just be like, yo, y'all like this, like they look at you like you do bad business because you don't allow it here. But I'm like, bro, I can't do it at my grandma's house what I'm able to do at my house. You get what I'm saying? Like I got to take my shoes off at my mom's crib, but I don't follow that same rule. You get what I'm saying? Like everywhere you go is something different. So you got to understand, you can't just keep the mindset like, oh, it's battle rap, it's battle rap, it's battle rap. No, you get what I'm saying?
It's
Like
business.
it's business. You expect to get paid. You get what I'm saying? The only way I can pay you is by me making the revenue.
Right.
So if you're trying to get $1,400 in here, that's somebody's back. You get what I'm saying? Everything. I need that.
So the typical and the right thing to do. Here's your front end. You practice and do everything you're supposed to do to get ready. You travel. You get there. You perform. You get the back end, and that's it. But sometimes there are gray areas. It sounds like what you were saying earlier. There are gray areas to where it's like, okay, you missed your flight because you asked me, do I want the political or the? So I'm thinking there's another answer too. So sometimes you handle it differently.
Yeah, the political answer is this, right? We all understand, and it's going to sound more fucked up saying than what it is, but it's the honest truth, right? So it's like when you get into it, some people names on the card hold a little bit more weight to where it's like you may be able to get this off because you are a ticket seller. You get what I'm saying? You are this. So it's like, when we get to that top tier, you may be able to do this because we need, you get what I'm saying? Like, this is important. Like, once we get down to like number 8 on the card, it's like, bro, you don't have the weight to, you know what I'm saying? You don't have the weight, the seniority or anything to do this. Like, absolutely not. But then once you start climbing up and we get to that and main event, it's just like, all right, come on, man. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's like, come on, man.
You gotta save the event.
You gotta say the event. So it's like, that's why I say there's a political and an honest answer because, politically it's just like, that's just how things work. You just had like one of the things, and I know it's pivoting a little bit. One of the funniest conversations I always have is people always try to lie and say they don't have a favorite child. Everybody has a favorite child. The most political answer is
You don't love everybody. You can't love everybody the same.
everybody. No, you can love everybody the same, but you can favor one a little more. Like people be like, "Oh, all my kids are equal." No, they're not. Everybody has a favorite child.
So if somebody says, I don't have a favorite child, I love them all the same. Because a favorite child insinuates you love one a little more than the other.
I don't think so.
It got to.
I don't think
if something's your favorite, you lean on that more than everything else on the table.
It doesn't mean you have to love it more. You lean.
You like it more.
You get what I'm saying? Okay, so you go from there. Take for example, my oldest son is my favorite child, right? It doesn't mean I love his siblings any lesser, you get what I'm saying, or love him more or whatever from there. But my oldest is my favorite child. The reason I say is because it's like that was my introduction into adulthood. You get what I'm saying? That was my firstborn. Like I don't cry much, but I cried when he was born, the bond, the different things. He shares my name or whatever from there. Like the bond that we got, you get what I'm saying? Is like when he's away from me, it's just always like he's the only child that just checks on me. You get what I'm
How old
saying?
is he?
Just because he's 10.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? He's 10. Like I told you before we came here, like he has basketball practice in the next 30 minutes.
We're gonna pull up.
When we leave there, he don't know I'm coming though. I don't miss a practice.
That's dope.
Battle rap days or whatever, I don't miss a practice. Even if I'm able to give you 7 minutes, I'm gonna be that present one there. You get what I'm saying? But it's like from there, it's just more so. That's my favorite child. You get what I'm saying? Because it's like he's always going to make sure, like when them other three gonna want to put me in a nursing home, he's the one that's gonna be like, nah, I'm gonna get him saying keep him here, whatever, until his wife make him push me in a nursing home or something. But everybody has a favorite child. I just think it's a conversation that a lot of people don't want to have because they think it makes it. They think it's like you. Oh, that means I love this one more. No, you just like that one a little more.
It do feel like.
So you don't have a favorite child?
Huh?
You don't have a favorite child?
I'm gonna say right now on this camera, I love all my kids the same.
I appreciate the political answer. I appreciate the political answer.
Because that get dark. The way you just did it, like, okay, that's dope. But you know, people, the kids get older, and then y'all can go through some type of drama or turmoil, and they'll always think that like the reason is this is because he loves him more. He's even said it multiple times. You know, like.
So how many siblings you got, if you don't mind?
Two.
Right? Do y'all know who your parents' favorite child is amongst y'all? Have y'all ever had that conversation? Like you always was mommy's favorite. Mommy always let you do what you wanted to do.
They would say because they're like older than me. They would say it's me.
Cause you the baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what they would say.
You're the favorite.
I would say it's my sister.
Mm.
But 'cause, you know, and she's the most successful in the family too. But my brother and sister would probably say it's me because I was the baby.
So you're the favorite child. But you don't.
But that's what they say. My mom and dad I never heard them say that.
Because it's a bad thing. People think it's a bad thing to admit.
Mm-hmm.
I honestly don't. It's a bad thing to. It's not a bad thing to admit. It's just one of those things to where it's just like there. I mean, every kid serves a purpose and stuff, right? Like my oldest is 14, right? She is the foundation of the house. She sets the temperature for how everyone else is going to go because whatever she's allowed it to do, the next ones are going to try to get that same one over and stuff. You get what I'm saying? So then when you got her, and then like I said, my son is just ideally like just the perfect child. Like you get what I'm saying? Outside of like he's emotional. You get what I'm saying? He's emotional. Me, my emotion is through rage. His like his emotion is emotion. You get what I'm saying? So it'll be like, all right, my youngest daughter, she looks just like me. You get what I'm saying? But she talks too damn much. Like, she talks too much. Like I be sitting there, you know how everybody be all daddy's girl, this, that, and the third. She get 2 minutes and I be like, all right, go upstairs, bro. Like you go upstairs. Go upstairs.
Okay, but see your son, he chill.
He is. And then my youngest son is like 6, 7. You get what I'm saying? Like it's just I don't know with him. Like he get those moments to where like he'll come in the house and just snuggle up in the blanket with me and we'll be watching some dumbass shit on YouTube and we'll just vibe out. But then he got Gemini, he got this bipolar switch. Like I'll just be sitting there, he'll just grab me by my cheek and be like, you didn't feed me today. And I'm like, bro, if you hungry, just say you hungry. Like you ain't even got a man on.
But wait, how old is he?
5.
So you feeding him?
I'm gonna go feed him, yeah, but
you feeding him on a schedule, right?
So his schedule is very weird. So he runs shit. Like
What you mean?
he runs the shit. Like for example, you go into it's like
breakfast, lunch, dinner.
He only eats. So my son was nonverbal the first 3.5 of his life. He's non.
Oh shit. Okay.
So then, like once he was able to start, being able to put words and stuff together and say what he wanted, we just used to give him whatever because it was like, you get what I'm saying? Yo, he's almost 4 not talking. Now he start talking. So you get to it. Now you create a monster to where it's like he get off the bus at 4 o'clock. His expectation is for McDonald's to be waiting on him when he get in the house. You get what I'm saying? If it's not waiting on him, he expect to be put in a car seat and taken to McDonald's to get it right there. And I buy into it. Like I get out of work and everything, swing by McDonald's, get there, it's there from when they come. And then he'll want McDonald's again for dinner. And I'm just like, bro, come on, man. Like everybody who knows
Damn,
me,
at 5. He know what's up.
Yeah, like everybody who know me, if you talking to me, I'm in a drive-through. Like
every time I hit this nigga, bro. Yeah. Hold on real quick. Can I get a number? Every time I hit you, is the drive-thru's near? It's either like you on the way there, you just left there, or you in the middle of a transaction.
All the time. And it's bad though, right? Because the thing that we was talking about coming up is like parenting, right? When I was a kid, McDonald's was a luxury.
Yeah, I do remember that.
McDonald's was a luxury.
You see
like,
that? You see that golden M in the back seat?
and it was more affordable. We had the dollar menu as I was coming up as a
Yeah.
kid. You get what I'm saying?
I remember when I was a teenager, they had the it wasn't $1. It was like the burgers were like a couple cents or something. Do you remember that?
No, I ain't that old.
Man, the burgers at one time they had
Yeah,
like a special. It was like
the cheapest burger
50-cent burgers.
cheapest thing on the menu ever was always a plain hamburger when I was coming up for 99 cents. That was always the cheapest thing that McDonald's offered.
When was that? That wasn't that long ago, bro. Maybe it was like 8 years ago or 10 years ago. McDonald's had some type of
maybe
the
down
burger,
south.
just a plain burger.
Just a
Was
hamburger
like,
99
some
cents.
cents. And it wasn't 99.
Well, I used to work at McDonald's when I was 15. You get what I'm saying? It was 99
I worked
cents
there
back.
too.
It was
Yeah,
99
man.
cents back then.
I used to
But-
stuff the chicken nuggets and take bathroom breaks. And I'd be in the stall with my leg burning off, killing them shits.
That's crazy. But you used to go in there like stuff like that used to be a luxury. Like we used to eat out maybe once, twice a month if we were lucky. You get what I'm saying? Like when my mom got paid on the 15th, because the first was always towards bills. The 15th was kind of like the relief a little bit to where you may have an extra couple dollars left. So that was the only time we really ate out. Chinese food was like, you get what I'm saying, a once in every 2 month type of ordeal. Like,
But when it came,
you get what I'm saying? It was like when you did it, it was special. Like you had the layout, the yak, the egg foo young, the chicken wings, the shrimp and broccoli. You get what I'm saying? Everything from it was just a layout, so it was special. Nowadays, this shit's so regular. Like
it's
it's
regular. Kids is
yeah,
spoiled.
like they just from there. My kids got a DoorDash account.
That's crazy.
I be at work, hearing my notifications go off. I'm
They
like,
just order it. That's wild.
to school though.
Damn. That's crazy.
To school.
That's crazy.
I'm sitting there looking. I'm like, yo, it's nothing worse, right? To where you go somewhere, you riding and stuff, and you looking. Like I got one of these like prepaid cards, like I put on there because I had to change my account into the prepaid one, so they able to do
They
it.
was eating it
So
up.
I'm thinking, I'm like, yo, it's like $37 on here or whatever. So I'm riding, going into there. I think I'm going to Chipotle. My order was like 28 and some change. I got $37 on this joint. Go to swipe it, decline. It's a cute girl at the joint now, though, so now I'm embarrassed.
So now it's an L.
Now I'm embarrassed. You get what I'm saying? Now I'm embarrassed and everything. She like, hey, sir.
That's egregious. I've got money in my account.
I wasn't even that. She looked at it. She was like, I'm sorry, this didn't work.
Damn.
Sure. You get what I'm saying? Now I'm in her stomach. I'm like, you take Apple Pay? Yeah, so you get there. Now I got to use the Apple Pay and everything from there and stuff. But that's the
Whenever
worst.
your car decline and either the girl is attractive or the dude look like a stand-up dude, you start talking about your life like, no, I just got paid. There's no way it's nothing. And then you start talking about all that shit. Unless you just an asshole.
I start sweating. I'm like, dude, it's crazy as hell. This could have been my future right here. You done fucked up for me and everything. But that's how it be. But it's definitely the parenting aspect and everything is very different now. Like my kids is beyond spoiled. And I hate it because like when I try to stand on business, it's like, well, Dad, you did this to us. Like, how you gonna provide this and want to take it away? And I can't say the old shit. I brought you in this world. I'll take you out of it.
Why you can't?
I can't. That shit don't work.
It might.
Hell no. Motherfucker, tell my daughter that I had diapers knocking on my door on Monday. Had my door.
Well, you know what? Speaking of that, right? As a father, and for the viewers who see this, they may not know, but you came up doing some bullshit, like in the streets. Let's just leave it there.
Mm-hmm.
If your son start getting in the streets and you don't like to go by I'll bring, those kind of sayings, I bring you in this world, I take you out, or I did that so you don't have to do it, like I hit my head so you don't. So since you don't like that route, which is the old school route, I like that route. How do you explain to your son who's making the same mistakes that you made to get him back on the right track?
I think first the conversation is what made you make the mistakes that you made, and then that's one that you got to rectify from there. Case in point, us driving here when we riding through the neighborhood, you like, yo, this is an okay neighborhood. You get what I'm saying? Like the restaurants, the shopping centers, everything from there. Like then when we go, you asked me about the other spot I lived at, and you was like, yo, you always made sure that your family was somewhere. You know, I work as hard as I do to make sure they don't have to grow up in an environment that I had to grow up into. You get what I'm saying? Like, because it's like, you know, you get what I'm saying? Like, you are your environment. You get what I'm saying? So it's like you go out there and everything. As much as you try to keep a person sheltered, you know, 8 o'clock in the morning, you got to walk to school with these same people. You know, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, you walking back home with these same people and everything from there. Like, you know, so you start to get a bond. You start to hang with these people in school for the 6-7 hours you there 5 days a week. This becomes your homie and everything. So now, you know, he got your back, you got his, you know, you just be in school and stuff. And that really turns into something over the duration. You got to think, people go to elementary, what? Kindergarten through fourth, sometimes fifth grade, you build that bond with somebody through there. Then you got middle school and then high school. So you looking at it from 5 to 17 or 18, you build this friendship with this person. So now if you see them outside doing something or whatever, you just, get what I'm saying, just gradually want to get into it. It's nothing worse than you being starving and your man eating. You get what I'm saying? Like it's nothing worse because now you
That happened to you last night, didn't it?
We not even gonna get my heart broke on that one, but you're not even going. It's nothing worse than that because for me, I say this right. When you get into it, I had cousins who came up who moms made them sell drugs to get by. Right?
Damn.
Like their mom pushed them into be able to doing it because it's what they knew. You get what I'm saying? Like it's what they knew. I had cousins who to where it was just like you didn't have to sell drugs, but you did it because it was the cool thing to do. Like everybody gets into it for a reason, right? Everybody gets into it for a reason, and then you start to love it after a while. You start to love it. You start to see how easy the money comes in too. It's nothing worse than being a 14, 15-year-old kid, at least back then for me, and it's like you make $200 a night. As an adult, that's a slow night. But as a kid who you don't get money, you made $200. I'm doing this 5 days a week. That's $1,000.
You ain't got no rent.
Yeah, no bills, no nothing. I'm making $1,000 tax free. Everything. All I'm doing is this, that, and the third. Probably got to run from the cops.
As an adult, that's still good money. That's
as-
$4,000. That's $4,000 a month with no rent.
Yes.
No rent, no light bill, no. That's just
But you
$4,000
also
in
gotta,
the green.
You also got to take in the toll of everything else that comes.
Tax free.
You also got to take in the toll of everything that comes with being outside, the terrain,
Okay,
the weather.
that
you
part.
Get what the weather and everything, the chasing
to
from
lose
the
your
cops.
life.
You get what I'm saying? Like,
But just the money part. A kid who makes $200 a night.
Yeah. So when you get into,
So how do you tell that kid anything? That's what Ace Amin was saying.
You can't tell that kid anything, right? So to answer your questions, like how do you stop that from there? You got to make sure you don't put them in environments. You first got to remember what made you go down that path.
But you got kids who have mom, dad, good household, and they still go out in the streets.
Right, but the environment that they live in, do they live?
They might live in a.
Do they?
You can't tell me you don't know a kid from your upbringing who maybe didn't even live in that neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? He was pretty good, but he was in the projects. He was doing all the shit everybody else was doing. I was like that.
Right, because
you know what I'm saying? Like I had where I was at was good, but I chose to live and hang, and this is where I was at.
A lot of times it going too is like a lot of times you find an auntie, an uncle house, or a grandmom house that you still go to that still keep you grounded and leveled into that environment. You don't always remove yourself from the whole entire situation and everything from there. It's like my kids don't know what the environment that I grew up looked like. They don't know it at all. I keep them away from it because nothing but pain came from this. My allergies starting to mess up. I'm sorry.
What you need? You need a tissue?
Yeah. So nothing but pain has come from this. You get what I'm saying? I'm not crying, by the way.
But the story getting deep.
Nah, nothing but pain came through this, bro. I buried 6 best friends before I was an adult. All 6 to gun violence. You get what I'm saying? I got one friend who was high off something. He got slipped something. Mom called the cops to help her out because he was going crazy. He came out with a knife. The cops killed him. You know that pain she got to carry for the rest of her life? to know you called the cops for help and they took your son's life, and you made that phone call. That phone call that you was looking for help took his life. You can never hold your son again.
Damn. That's crazy.
You get what I'm saying? Like,
two questions. I want to ask you what you would say to your son if he ended up in that situation. That's the first one. But then I need to pivot based off of this story you just told me. So answer that real quick. What would you tell your son who ended up in the streets, even though he didn't have to, knowing that you were in the streets when you were younger? What's the conversation? The son is right here.
son right here, look from there, tell him straight up, bro, you ain't even built for that. You don't even understand that.
That sounds like a challenge.
It's not a challenge. This is reality. This is transparency. I believe in transparency over honesty, right? You're going to make whatever decision that you make, but I'm going to let you know this going to be a long road and you're going to take this one by yourself. I gave you everything. I've done everything to make sure you don't go down that path. You choose to go down this path. You walk on a lonely path by yourself. There's no calling me once you locked up to say you need this, that, and the third. Make sure you got your own money up. Make sure you got people around you that you trust and everything from there. Because I tell you right here, this is a dark game. Most people that you consider friends in this ain't going to be your friends 10 years later. You get what I'm saying? Most girls that you got at that moment, when they feel like you facing times, they not going to be there. The money that you put up ain't going to be around. You get what I'm saying? Once you go from there, like.
We got you some tissue. You know,
I
you saw you got emotional.
I appreciate
Want to
it.
help you out. Appreciate you, boss. Okay, and then the next one then based off of that, right? The story you just told. Are you the father? Are you calling the police if your son's doing some bullshit? Like if somebody call you and say your son on the run for robbing a bank. Your son somebody call you and tell you that, and your son walk in the door like everything all right. You talk to him, you say, "Yeah, Dad, I did it." Do you call the police on him, or do you? Okay. Is there any situation where you'll call the police on your kids?
Nah.
No matter what they did, a body, a school shooting, nothing. Okay.
Not at all. Well, since
Is it because you don't believe in the police?
100%. You know, I just no. We'll have a conversation. Like if it's something to where I feel as though like, you know, it's gonna be serious to where it's just like, yo, I'll sit down and tell, what is your goal, right? Like you looking for suicide by a cop? Like you get what I'm saying? What is it that you want? Like what is it that you honestly want in this situation? Because if you, depending on the seriousness of the crime that you commit, take for example, a couple homicides or whatever. Like if you're looking at life or something, you either spending your life in jail or you don't want to. You get what I'm saying? So now we got to start thinking like, what is it? You want suicide by a cop? Like, how are you trying to go out in this situation? Like, those are the conversations to have. I'm never going to call the cops on you. I'm also not going to aid and abet the situation either. You get what I'm saying? Like, I might give you a couple of hours to do what you got to do to get whatever from there.
That's A.
I mean, it is. So when I said, let me refer, that is aid and abet, right? I'm not going to provide you shelter and everything from there. Like, I will give you $500 to make sure that you're able to eat whatever while you figure this shit out, but you just ain't going to do it here. You ain't gonna do it here. Mm-hmm. Now, I mean, again, depending on, because it's like at the end of the day, they're not gonna be kicking my door in and all this other stuff and everything from there. Like, it's not. Those are the things like I try to prevent. Right? You try to be in your kids' life every single day. You get what I'm saying? To try to teach them as much as you can every single day. Everybody that sit here, people be like, "Oh yeah, I had a mom and a dad in the crib." Right? Yes, that's the first part, but the second part was how often was the dad in the crib? Because a lot of the time, the dad probably working 2 jobs, the mom working 2 jobs. So even though they both live in a house together, they're not there.
How important is it for the father to be in the house?
Equally as important as the mother to be in the house.
Okay, so for a young boy, it's more.
Even for a teenager,
equal.
even for a teenage boy. Because a lot of times, once you get to that teenage year, the father now treats that son like a man, and it becomes a little bit harsher, right? You need someone to be able to even that playing field out whenever you go into there. Because the way you parent a 10-year-old, you don't parent a 15-year-old, because now that 15-year-old is into sports. He's starting to, wake up, and everything from there is a little bit different. The temperament, he might have gotten into a few fights at school that he won. He might look at, you get what I'm saying, whatever.
Start looking at you.
Yeah. So case in point, right? I got a thing. I don't agree when parents let their kids wear their clothes, shoes, anything like that, right? Because
You don't agree when they parents let their
No.
kids wear their clothes and shoes.
to wear your stuff or whatever. The reason I say that is this, right? I feel as
Yeah, I
though
don't-
you allowing yourself to think that that you're me, that you get what I'm saying, that
Oh,
you're-
you don't like when parents let their kids wear their clothes.
yeah, their clothes.
Oh, got it. Okay. I was
You
like,
get
what you
what
want
I'm
to butt naked? I don't get what you're trying to say right now.
Nah, their clothes and stuff like,
Yeah.
when you sit here, when it start going in my closet, start looking like this, it just start making you think that you're a little bit more advanced and things like that. We're on
So
the
if
same
your
level.
son could fit
Absolutely
your
not.
kicks, you wouldn't let him wear them?
He tried to not tell him to take them off every time. He'll sneak and wear them, but I tell him to take them off every single time.
Because it makes you feel like he think he on the same level as you?
Not even that thing. I just try to make sure we don't even get to there. Like, just don't. You get, because even my son now, like, he'll start coming. My son is, starting to sprout up a little bit. I got to get a DNA test on Monday because he's a little taller than
Yeah, I
me.
seen him. That's why I said
Yeah,
he
he a
looking
little
good
taller.
on
You
that
see-
basketball court.
Yeah, I don't know if he's my son or not. You get what I'm saying? He's my favorite child. It's the fucked up part. But when you get there, like, he'll come up to me and size me up, and I'll push the shit out of him. He'll be like, "What I do, bro? Don't size me up." You get what I'm saying? Don't size, because me as a man, I size up everybody. I guess they'll say pause in this situation, when pause if need be. But it's like I size up everybody that come in the room. Like, I look at you, like, when you walk in there, I'm like, all right, this nigga 6'1", 6'2", stocky, everything from there. I can't beat him straight up, whatever. He done did combat training. I'm gonna have to take this camera, you get what I'm saying, hit him 2 to the chin and probably, run to the car real fast. And so, like, I size up every situation. You don't do that?
Yeah, that's why it's funny. But you sound like, see, I'm a vet. Mm-hmm. You sound like a vet. You sound like you should have been in the military. You do a lot of shit like that, honestly. You got the way you carry yourself is like a military guy.
Well, I mean, so here's the thing, though. The streets in the military is almost equivalent. The only thing is the camouflage, and you get what I'm saying, like the government training and everything.
But you're
there.
proactive.
I
I
am.
always give you credit on you're proactive.
I am.
You're very thought out. You're very calculated. You're your situational awareness is at 10. You walk in the room. I notice you look around the room before you even get comfortable. I watch you. That's the things a military person, a military vet watches. So
But
I watch you.
you
Like
know
you
why,
open
though?
the
You know
door.
why?
I noticed this morning the door was open already. Is that on purpose?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like see you move as if your life has been at risk already.
100%. Because you take from there, right? Take all laws, situations, and everything, even trainings, right? A training has come from you being in a situation before, and now we need to know how to handle this if we're ever in that situation again. That's why the training is coming to it. So every military training that you ever had has come from someone being in that situation, and now we need to know how to get ourselves or what we do in this situation or whatever from there. So for me, lifetime situations, this what happens. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's what happens. I mean, listen, for me, I told you what, last year, around this time last year, you remember what happened to me at work? You remember what happened to me at work? Almost lost my life at work. Like, this ain't no this ain't battle rap. This ain't, you get what I'm saying, that type. Like, I'm at work, corporate America. Like, I tell a person, leave my department, you get what I'm saying? Like, at any given time. So it's just like, you can't even be lax in a situation. You got to look at everything as a threat, because at that moment where I think that we are in work and this couldn't happen, it happens.
Let me ask you something, right? And I asked you before we got on here, we could talk about anything.
Anything.
So you're going through or got through or however you want to word it, a really tough breakup, divorce.
Mm-hmm.
What's the hardest part of that?
Watching the way the parenting changes.
So just the parent or the parenting.
The the I mean, two things can be both. Two things can be the
Watching
same.
the way your partner treats the kids, or watching the way your
Not-
partner changes, your ex-partner.
It's so hard, right? Because it's just in a sense, it's like watching, when you both are in the house, the way things work, and then once you go this way, it's just like, now the need, the urgency for you to want to do this or have to do that just changes in a sense. I give you perfect example. Yesterday, you came in late, so we didn't even talk about this. As you said, I'm proactive. When we book these events 2-3 months, I let you know, hey, these are the dates. You get what I'm saying? From this, like, you just got to take off this day. You got to make sure you have the kids XYZ. Okay, cool. We talked about it Thursday, from there. So yesterday, I'm in an event, running an event yesterday. I get a text, and she texts in the group chat. We have a family group chat. She texts in the family group chat, asking how my youngest daughter was because she fell at school and hit her head. So I'm watching the messages and I'm confused because it's like they're out of school. You asking how she is, you should have them. So now I'm looking at it and everything. I'm like, wait, where are y'all? They like, oh, we at, Jazz, which is my sister's house. I'm like, wait, what? Why? You get what I'm saying? And
Why
they
you
like,
not with the mom?
yeah, they like, why? They like, nobody came and got us. So
What?
I'm sitting there looking, right? So now he calling, you didn't get the kids. I'm like, no, I got battle rap weekend. Like, you know this already. I thought that, no, you didn't. You knew that you get what I'm saying, from there. So it's just like they're now, if my sister don't live in the same development as me and everything, my kids is now outside on the coldest day of the year, waiting. If she doesn't send a message, because my kids are not going, they know, okay, go to my sister's house if you can't get in the house, whatever. But if you don't send that message from there, I don't know. I got now call my sister like, listen, sis, like I tell you before, if I don't call and ask you to watch them, they're not supposed to be there. I'm never just going to drop my kids off to you without asking you, like, yo, you got something to do, whatever. So, I need you to understand, like, if they're there without me calling you, all of them, you need to be like, yo, everything good? You get what I'm saying? You have to work late, this, that, and the third, so that way I can try to get, you get what I'm saying, on to what's going on and stuff. But it's like the parenting changes and stuff, because now it's just like we're parenting on opposite spectrums. We're not communicating. We're not doing anything. It's just like these things fall through the crack. But the kids are the ones that have to suffer. So that's the hardest part, because my kids have to suffer. You get what I'm saying? Because two adults can't just figure out how to sit at a table and just, you get what I'm saying, go this way, but still continue to stay this way for the children. Like,
What are the top 3 signs that you noticed when your relationship was about to come to an end?
when you know that you're slow dancing in a burning room,
Ooh. You know about that song?
the respect level
Did
disappears.
I send you that song? Who sang that song?
I don't know who's singing, but
Oh, okay.
I know the song. The respect
John
level,
Mayer.
The respect level disappear. Respect no longer exists. They have something called bedroom divorce.
What is that?
Bedroom divorce is when you start
No
sleeping
sex.
in opposite bedrooms,
Oh.
or maybe opposite parts of the house. You no longer sleep in that share that union in the bed no more and everything. So when a bedroom divorce starts to become a little bit more frequent thing, when you're able to sleep on the couch multiple nights and everything from there and stuff. And the last sign is just always the movements, right? You can tell when people start to move a little different. You ever see like the Instagram videos where like a person may be going for a plate, but somebody grabbed their phone real fast because
Yeah.
they think you're going for their, like you start watching the protectiveness and everything of, the devices and things.
That's infidelity signs, you mean?
100%, and not even so much
Or
infidelity,
just
right?
secrecy.
The secrecy, because you don't even have to be fucking with somebody, but you could be venting to your friends about, you get what I'm saying, how you feel, and you don't want him to see, you get what I'm saying, the raw. You get what I'm saying? Because you'll give me the sugar down version of how you feel, but you'll tell them the raw. You get what I'm saying? Like, So you get from there.
Do you feel like you're now going through that and feeling all those new feelings from somebody that you've been with for so long and been through ups and downs with for so long, seeing that person now be a totally different person than who you thought they would end up being in your life, does that make it hard for you to accept new love? Like a new person who comes into your life who's trying to
Nah.
do for you?
Nah, it don't make it hard at all, right? Because this is the thing that we have to take accountability and stuff for, is because no matter what, no matter when, people always tell us when someone show you who they are, believe them the first time, right? So the thing is, you have certain states that handle gun laws differently, right? You have some places to where people feel as though I don't need to lock my guns up. If I teach my kids gun safety and handling, that I don't need to lock this up, versus people who feel as though like they shouldn't teach them that. Now you got to go through so many precautionary measurements, you get what I'm saying, to ensure they can't get that. So when you go into like a backyard, like real country, or wooded Montana or something, like they got their guns open and stuff, and they teach the young, how to drive tractor trailers, how to shoot, how to hunt, everything that up this way would be illegal, and you'll go to jail for. They teach down there. So I think in a situation, it's just like, you just got to start believing people for who they are, understanding what they are. Like when a person tells you one time that they don't want to be with you, you have to let that those feelings aren't going to go away. Like they might fade away for the moment, but they're just going to come back. They're going to come back. You get what I'm saying? Like when you start looking at yourself and you start arguing over the dumbest things, understand that shit is over with.
Right.
Oh, it's over with. All you doing right now is prolonging the situation.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So with that, you don't feel like in a new relationship you don't have any doubts because of what you've been through. Like you're able to start a new relationship clean slate, not having any. You don't feel like you have any trauma from this past relationship.
Nah, you so
Because this last one was how long? How long was it total?
13 years.
13 years, and it ended the way that it ended. And we don't had a time to get into all that, but it ended really crazy. If you had $1 million and you had to put it on this table or this table, you would have put it on this table, and now it's on this table. It ended crazy. You can go into a new relationship, you're saying, and accept love and everything that comes with it, clean slate, no traumas, you're not tainted at all, none of that.
Nah, because I'm not mad at her. You only go into it with trauma is like when you still hold on to things and whatever. I'm not mad at her. I felt as though you had to do what you had to do for you. Do I agree with it? No, but it's not for me to agree with it. It's just for me to accept what it is and just be able to pivot and be able to move on, from there. I accepted that it's over. I had to. I give you the raw, uncut part, right? I just spent this week in the county jail. Me putting on them yellow jumpsuits that say Camden County Correctional Facility was the eye opener, right? It was the eye opener to where you get what I'm saying? The contract is signed, sealed, delivered. You get what I'm saying? Like,
You being in jail was an eye opener to the relationship is over.
the
No
relationship,
patching it back
friendship,
up.
the relationship, the friendship, communication factors, everything from there. It was just,
The viewers are gonna want to know why you went to. What are you in jail for? That's what the I know, but the way you just worded it, and you don't have to say it if you want to.
I mean, you get from there, right? So we have a thing to where it's just like, when we got from there is a restraining order and a factor, right? So in the temporary restraining order, the kids was granted in a temporary restraining order. So like whenever a person, I don't know how it is in all states, but stay in Jersey, when you file a restraining order, that person who files for the temporary restraining order is granted possession of everything until you go see the judge about the final order. So if she go file a restraining order from, on me, whatever. At this time, they give her custody of the kids, the vehicle, the homes, everything. You gotta find something out until your court date when y'all go see about this thing. So one of my charges for me was I text my son, my oldest son, who I was explaining earlier. He wanted to be home with me, whatever, but the temporary restraining order required him to be with her. So it's just like, bro, I want you to come with me. You get what I'm saying? But I can't. Like, she's not going to let you come, whatever, this, that, and the third. So I'm like, listen, try to say this to her and see, you get what I'm saying, if she'll let you come. So instead of him verbally saying it to her, he shows her the message. She screenshots the message and goes down to the courthouse and tell them that I was communicating to her through him. Now this was my warrants was old warrants from a couple months ago. They just caught up to me recently. So this was back then. So it's like kind of sort of we got into a better place. You get what I'm saying? But it was like these were back then. So, I had to deal with that. Jersey is a no bail state. So we have a bail reform. So you don't get bail in Jersey. So you automatically sit and then you have to see the judge within 24 hours. Unless it's a weekend, you'll see on Monday, but then you'll see the judge in 24 hours and then they'll release you on whatever condition that they'll release you on. So it's not like they call the judge anymore and be like, all right, OR him or, $10,000 bail, 10%. It's no longer that. You sit until you see the judge the next day. So, that's what I was in. That's what I was in there for. I had a warrant, whatever. And then I had a court date to where they sent it to my old address. So I didn't go to that court because I knew nothing about it. So I had a contempt. So when the judge released me, I'm waiting to be released because the judge released me. But then I had a contempt I didn't know about. So now I'm sitting because I got $100 that I got to pay to get out. But I don't know that I have $100. And when you go into and here they call it 7 day. 7 days is a 24-hour lockdown. So you is a luxury to be able to get let out for 5 minutes to use the phone or the shower. You get what I'm saying? And it may come in the morning or it may come at night. So the CO who was there, like when I'm like, when he was packing people up to go, I'm like, I got released. He like, you got a contempt. I'm like, a contempt? He like, yeah, come here. He showed me the computer screen and it's like, you here for $100. Like, you got to sit here until the $100 is paid. But I'm like, how am I going to get to pay the $100 if I can't even get to a phone and tell somebody like, it's only going to cost me $100 to get out of here. So he looked at it. He's like, I'm going to walk up here to let him out the cell. If you choose to run to the phone before I lock you down, that's on you.
Show love.
Right. You get what I'm saying? So I started running. I started running and everything from there, got on the phone. I don't know no numbers. This is one lesson that I take from you, right? We got to stop being lazy with these iPhones and everything, just sitting them on top of each other, transferring numbers. You got to learn. You got to get back in the habit of knowing people's numbers by heart because the only number I knew by heart was the one number I'm not allowed to call.
Damn.
So, from
So what'd you do?
Well, so before I got when process went up and everything, like the COs let me write, my mom number down and this, that, and the third, so I could have it because they're like, bro, you can't last in here not knowing nobody numbers and stuff. So they let me turn on the phones and everything, just to be able to get a number, write it down and stuff. So I wrote it on a piece of paper. So when I went there, I'm calling my mom, she not answering, calling Keon, not answering. So it's just like, I'm like, oh my fucking God, so I'm sitting there and he's walking back, you get what I'm saying, coming back down. And I'm like, once he get back, I got to go. So I finally get to my mom. And mind you, it wouldn't be so bad if the process to calling from a collect call wasn't like you got to listen to the animated, hit this button, listen to into your number, da-da-da, and then enter that number, now, speak into your name, such and such and such. Okay, enter your code, da-da-da. Like, it's just a whole process that's just like, and then this dude just walking. So I'm like, there, my mom finally got, Mom, where you at? I'm at work still. Cool, you down here. I need you to come here. Son, I don't have it right now. Don't even worry about it. Call this number real fast. Call on a 3-way. I got to get it this and the third. Okay, I'm on my way. No, I need you to leave. I'm on my way. You get what I'm saying? Cool, King, got it, took care of it and everything from there. But it is a sick feeling because it's just like, I know everything that I'm ready to lose. You get what I'm saying? If I sit in here, the work, you get what I'm saying? Everything from here just by sitting in here, and then I'm sitting in here for $100.
It's crazy.
I'm sitting here. Well, I'm sitting here for something else, but I was released. But now I'm sitting here for $100, and I'm telling you, like people, whenever people, if you've never been in jail, if you're not locked up, I hate when people try to act like, oh, it's just a day or two. It's the longest day or two in your fucking life. You get what I'm saying? Like it's the longest day or two in your life. It's gonna be people who understand this. You can go to sleep in the county jail and wake up only 5 minutes went by. Like
Crazy.
time moves that fucking slow there.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
it moves that slow there. Everybody in that motherfucker is a jailhouse lawyer. Everybody can tell you your case better than the people who actually passed the bar exam and shit. They feed you false hope because you'll go in there, motherfucker, yo, what you in here for? Yeah, I just caught a gun charge. What kind of gun was it? Hollow tips? Who you got to see? Judge Blue? Oh, man, you'll be out of here tomorrow. Judge Blue let everybody go and shit. Now you sitting there, oh, yeah? Now you in there happy as hell. Motherfuckers go see video court in the morning, come back down with the sad face and shit. You at the door looking, yo, what happened? Man, they keeping me in here for another 2 weeks to my next court date. Yo, Blue coming like that? Instead of just going in there with your mindset like, yo, you don't know what it is. Like them jailhouse lawyers, hey, you fucked up and them niggas speak so like they done been through here and shit. And you just like, all right, why the fuck you keep coming back here?
That's crazy. Okay, so yeah, it took you to go through all that to finally realize, okay, this isn't my friend. This is no longer who I
thought it was. Because it's like, for me, it was like I always just wanted a friendship. The relationship could be over. I just want a friendship, right? Because we got
somebody who know you the best.
Yeah, we got 4 kids together. You get what I'm saying? Like, it don't gotta be that. Like, I'm not one of them niggas, yo, don't have no nigga around my kid, this, that, and the third. No, I trust you to make a great decision. Like, if you feel like this is your person who you want to bring around, like, I trust you to make that great decision.
Mm-hmm.
I will hope the same thing will be vice versa. You get what I'm saying? Like, so it's like for me, I hold no malice in my heart for anybody. Like, I beef in a different way. You get what I'm saying? So it's never going to be beef with you. You get what I'm saying? Like,
you beef in a different way?
Beef is a different way. You get what I'm saying? Like, it costs money to go through beef. You get what I'm saying?
Okay. Real
like,
beef, you mean?
Yeah,
like
that's what I'm saying. Like, I beef in a different way. Like, I'm vegan. I don't want no problems with you. You get what
now,
cool.
I got to make sure I'll be doing an injustice since I got you here not to ask you. So, with you being over, one of the guys over the trenches and everything, and you guys had these up-and-coming artists, who are the top 3 up-and-coming guys, or top 3 guys that you would say are on the trenches right now, and why?
Obviously.
And the 4th is somebody with potential.
Obvious answer, top 3 on the trenches roster actively. King, of course, is the top guy over this way. Dre Majesty is taking that number 2 spot. You get what I'm saying? Number three kind of gets scary a little bit, right? Because you got so many different artists. You have some that's signed to the trenches and are established already. Do we take them away, or do we just get to like the up and coming ones?
Well, first, who's the top 3 guys right now? So King, Dre, and who's this other guy you think about?
I'm saying, so when you get to the third one, Riggs is a trenches artist, Prep is a trenches artist. Like
who would hold that 3rd spot? Riggs?
Well, they battle tomorrow. You get what I'm saying? So I guess we'll have to wait to see who wins that battle tomorrow to see who gets that number 3
Shout out to Riggs,
spot.
that's my guy too.
Yeah, absolutely. So we'll have to wait till tomorrow to see who holds that number 3 spot. But for me, my number 4 person,
the most
potential person, I'm a Cutter fan.
Right.
I'm a Cutter fan, and Cutter is that person that's extremely slept on. You get what I'm saying? Because, he's from Central Florida. He has a different sound, different style.
Right.
Like not everybody gravitates to it or whatever, but he just has one of those to where it's like when you listen, like he talks shit. You get what I'm saying?
Cutter.
Yeah, like he's just not everybody. Like name a rapper who flow is crazy. You get what I'm saying? But he's very slept on.
There's a lot of 'em.
Like a lot of them, and I don't want to like big them up like a Andre 3000 or anything like that, in that sense or whatever. But it's like Cutter is one of the ones like when you get to loyalty, being there, professionalism, on time, ready to go, behind the brand, when things ain't going his way, he keep quiet, stay hungry, just waiting on the opportunity. You call him, yo, I know we ain't put you on this one, but I backed out. We got this 8 days prep, man. Fuck it, let's go. You get what I'm saying? I'm ready for war. Come here, battle. Don't know, no show him, everything like that. Like, Cutter is number 4. Like, and I tell all the time, like, as long as I'm around here, I'm always gonna push Cutter, because it ain't always just about talent with me. You get what I'm saying?
I'm
like
the same way.
Yeah, some things is worth the loyalty. Some things is worth, you get what I'm saying, like what you bring to the table of contents, like just how you able to, conduct yourself, handle yourself, like the person that you are. Like Cutter call me and just be like, yo, mentally, where you at?
That's dope.
You get what I'm saying? Like
I do
mentally,
that to you.
Absolutely,
So
100%.
I didn't know he was one of those. That's
Yeah,
dope.
mentally, where you at? And like they younger than me. You get what I'm saying?
You know what? I like hearing more about him. I actually like
Yeah,
Cutter. You know what I'm saying?
it
Now
dope.
when King Kia beat him, you gotta still like him the same. Cause I got my guy King Kia battling him in December in Miami. So after the L, you still have to say these same kind words.
Kia's is the easiest cars to steal, right?
Not a King Kia.
No, but I mean,
That car ain't even out.
so here's the thing, though,
This
right?
is a King. This is a Kia that you haven't even seen before.
Who crowned him a king?
Florida.
How? I thought Loso.
You ain't seen the list?
I thought
Loso, okay, Loso's number 1.
So
But they had
Loso's not
Kia
the
right
king?
underneath him.
Really?
Yeah.
Why? He's not better than Don Marino. He's not better than what's my man?
That's it.
Craig Lamar.
I like Kia better than Craig Lamar.
I mean, maybe
Craig Lamar's more established though.
he's not better than that. I'm pretty sure it's other Florida artists that he's not better than.
Don't be
but-
so sure.
I mean, so here's the thing, though. That's perfectly fine. On the list, he might be better than Cutter, but when Cutter fuck him up, then, I mean, your king, you get what I'm saying, is going to have to be dethroned. Like, so, I mean, again, Kia's out here. The Kia boys, easiest car to steal. Screwdriver.
Not a King Kia though.
No, it doesn't exist. Doesn't exist.
So how could you talk about how easy it is to get in if you've never seen one?
It doesn't exist.
And that's my point. He don't exist. He is one of one. He's an alien. When it comes to what he does, you've never seen it, you never experienced it. So you probably can't even have an opinion on it because you have never seen anything like this.
You seen the new Predator movie?
Fire.
Right.
Have you seen it?
You seen how he killed his dad, who was the king?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay, understand when we get into that Cutter, that's Cutter. You get what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
They think, respectfully, I'm gonna say this. They think Cutter's the runt. Of the
He a
family.
cutter though. King Kia a shooter.
Listen,
Listen,
Central Florida, the Cutter's a chopper. You get what I'm saying? A Cutter's a chopper. Kia got 6 shots in that motherfucker. You get what I'm saying? Cutter just rounds at the rounds at the rounds at the rounds at the rounds. You know what I'm saying? Whatever from there. That's perfect. That's perfectly fine. Here's the thing though, right? I don't want you to put that strong face on, to try not to react, to try not to say anything when your boy lose and everything from there. I just want you to understand. I told you, people still Kia's the most for a reason. They're
not a King Kia.
Yeah, listen, as a Kia, it's still manufactured by the same one. They're easily stole. Like they are very lazy produced. Like if you know that you're able to continue.
But you got the same company that makes a Toyota makes a.
That makes it better.
No, yes. Makes a what's it? Lexus? What's the parent company to Toyota? Is it Lexus?
I don't think.
Do you know? No, Lexus. Don't Lexus make Toyotas too? Or I think so. Yeah. They're in the same family.
I mean, listen, whatever. So you calling King Kia what? 2-1-3-0?
I like Cutter, so I'll give him. I'll do 2-1 because I do like Cutter. I actually people was getting on him about the Don Marino. Yeah. I was there. I was impressed. That actually was my first time seeing him.
So here's the
So
thing.
to
Though.
see him versus a vet, the way he carried it,
You're
he
a
didn't
bas-
look nervous.
You're a basketball player, right?
Mhm.
So when you sit down and you watch Paul Pierce, Paul George, whoever talk, one of the biggest basketball questions they always ask each other is, "What was your welcome to the NBA moment?" You get what I'm saying? Like, who gave you? You get what I'm saying? The most trouble, whatever. And it's always everybody got that story. That was the welcome to battle rap moment for him.
For him.
You get what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like you get that. Everybody has took that ugly loss. You get what I'm saying, or something to where that was their welcome to. You get what I'm
So you
saying?
got him
This
losing totally.
to Don Marino, he outclassed him.
Mm.
He outclassed him. I think he snatched his confidence and everything from that day. I think Don humbled him.
Mm.
I think he humbled him. You know, when you go in there, it showed you that it's different levels, right? It showed you sometimes that you're gonna go and we can, pivot this right into Dre Majesty and B Magic tomorrow, right? Because Dre Majesty is battling B Magic to where this is his biggest testament to date. Like a lot of the stuff that you may do on this level right here and the shit that you say might be different to a person who's more seasoned and able to snatch that control. You get what I'm saying? And everything from there. Like, so you gotta see Don and Florida came in there. You get what I'm saying? Listen, you got outclassed. You just gotta go back and reinvent the wheel.
All right, so what time we got? Your son got practice in 5 minutes, so we gonna tie this up. You know, this is easy. I could talk to you. We could do 3-4 hours.
All the
All right,
time.
we do this on the phone. You know what I'm saying? This is a normal phone conversation right here, but
When he on the phone, you gotta keep him on the phone because once you say I'll call you right back, he ain't answering. He's on
I hate
another-
that you said that because mad people gonna be like, exactly.
He's on the phone. As soon as you'll say, yo, I'm gonna call you right back. He think you playing, so he's gonna get on another phone call because he's the busiest person in the world. And then he ain't even gonna click over to say, you just gonna hear, hey, this is Fred.
Hey, yo.
I'm not able to answer. And ask what you gonna get. Like, yo, I just told him I'm gonna call you right back. Like,
Look, man, y'all follow my guy Ja_PMO on Instagram. I need y'all to rock with him. Everything he got going, I support it. Shout out to the whole trenches. Shout out to the Chrome 23. Shout out to Eazy the Block Captain. Definitely in the building tomorrow.
subscribe to Remy Network.
Oh yeah, the Remy Network coming. Subscribe to that too.
It's here. It launched Thanksgiving.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Salute to that. Salute to Remy too. You already know what it is. This has been I Say That to Say This podcast. Shop with us at M3S3, www.m3s3apparel.com. We got new merch that just dropped. Other than that, man, appreciate you, my G. My brother.
Love you.
Love you too, bro. You already know what it is.
Men make moves.
Sucker stand still.
And 3 3.